Ladies and gentlemen, I received a question about the right to vote versus the right not to vote. In Australia, you have the right to vote, and you have to exercise that right on pain of death. No, I don't think they kill people that don't vote, but there is some sort of punishment, probably a monetary fine or something. My attitude to this is the people who have fought and died in various wars over the years to obtain the rights that we have today, or to secure our freedoms, also in that deal, in that bargain, they also gave us the right not to vote. Why is that important? We have the right to vote. Why not express your opinion in the election? Well, try this out. Maybe my opinion is that nobody in the election deserves my vote. Maybe that's a possibility in the universe, huh? Or how's this? If everybody always votes, then there's no way to gauge how interested the populace is in the election process. If, like in Russia, 99.9% of people turn out to vote all the time, then you can never tell whether they really care about politics or not. In America, where only 30 or 40% of the people turn out to vote, here's one thing you can know from that. The people who decide to go vote wanted to. They're interested in it. They actually care about the candidates they're voting for, even though the candidates, and probably a lot of the voters, are complete morons. Still, you know that they wanted to do it. They showed up voluntarily. In fact, in America, you have to register and then go on a certain day and stuff, and it's a minor bother. It's probably as difficult as buying toothpaste or something, maybe, but it is a minor nuisance. A little more difficult than that. Now, if everyone is forced to vote all the time, no matter what, you have the illusion, then, that everyone's interested in politics, and you're going to have lethargy in some of the voters. Some of the voters are going to be slightly pissed. Probably only like 3 voters. But maybe 3,000 or maybe 3 million are going to be just a little bit pissed that they're forced to go and vote. And they may or may not vote with a good conscience. And they may or may not pay very close attention to what's being said by the politicians. They may not care. So, I put it to you. Do you want people to vote for your leaders who don't care? Who haven't listened to a single campaign speech or issue? Do you really want that? Now, my closing argument in this case will be, not only is it not important that we vote, it's important that we have the right not to vote, right? Just in case you don't want to vote for anybody, that should be available in your freedom of voting as well. I don't want to vote for either of these idiotic moron imbeciles. Fine, but there's one last thing. And here's the clincher. Here's the clenching argument. You live in a free country, America, Australia, something like this. You shouldn't have to go defend yourself from an onslaught of government every time there's an election for some stupid official, a dog catcher or something. Why should you have to go and vote? The issues that these politicians are fighting over, hopefully, are not extremely vital. And when they are vital, that's when you should go vote. But normally, the politicians should not have the power to do very much. The politicians should be, as they were in America in the 1800s, basically powerless idiots who are in office for a while and then they are out, and people who like that sort of thing, and they can go run for office. But we shouldn't be beholden to the government constantly. And if we're not beholden to the government, if we're free and what the government does doesn't matter a lot, then we shouldn't have to vote every single time some moron wants to run for office and somebody else is leaving office. There we go. So we don't need to vote unless it's important. That is the essence of living in a free country. The government does not have complete power over you. And we should have the right not to vote in order to protest the idiocy of the government in the meantime. So, that's what I think of the right to vote. People fought and died, not so that you could be forced to vote, but so that you could be free. Okay? Voting is not the essential they fought and died for. They fought and died for freedom. And if you're now being forced to vote, then a little bit of their victory has been taken away, hasn't it?